Preston McCall here again. I wanted to spotlight three more artists that I find some of their paintings interesting and wanted to talk a little bit about why I like them and show you some of their art. The first one I want to show is a guy named Wayne Thiebauld, who lived in the Bay Area and passed away last year at about the age of 100. He did basically three different types of paintings. He did these pop art images of food that looked like cake frosting, and he did some landscapes, and he also did some figurative work that was very interesting. He had an edge to all of it. The actual edges were sometimes different colors, so they kind of had a glow to them. I always liked his work, not just because he was a pop artist, but just because he was a pretty good painter. Anyway, the next artist is a guy named Balthus. Actually, he pronounced it Balthus, which was his Polish way of saying his name. He was quite a character, lived to be 90-some years old, and lived in Switzerland. But he was a French artist, or an English artist, or an Italian artist. It was hard to pin him really down. He painted some rather scandalous paintings early on of young women, but then he kind of mellowed out a little bit and produced really some fabulous work. I think his total output was only about 200 paintings, and some of them are quite large. I always liked his story, or the feeling about there being a narration, a story behind it. And I always liked him. I even liked his landscapes, which were of a different spin than what I certainly do, but nonetheless, Balthus. The third artist is a guy named Odd Nerdrum, and I think he's Norwegian. He shows in New York and really all over the world, and his paintings today bring an absurd amount of money. And he really is out there. His stories are very difficult to follow. Nonetheless, they kind of have a Rembrandt feel to them, and quite a few of them are very, very large paintings. There's one image in here of him standing in front of one of his paintings as he's working on it. He's a very interesting artist. Some of his stuff is a little bit over the top, and some of the stories are out of their Norse ancient art, ancient history things that I'm not sure I really understand, but I really like his painting. He's a very gifted person, and I wanted to show you these two as something kind of interesting. I'm enjoying making these naked artist exposure videos, especially these about artists that I like, and kind of explaining a little bit more about what I know about them. Click on the like button and the subscribe button, and I'll continue to send more of these out. So comment, please. Thank you.